Hi, Gina.
Hi, Heather.
Enunciate. Remember when I said, when I watch our things back, I'm always like, hi, Gina. Like, talk crisper.
Crisp.
I know. I'm always perpetually annoyed by myself.
Same.
I'm like, why do you sound like such a Midwesterner? Or I feel like we have like a Minnesota accent. When you watch it back, do you hear it?
I don't, but the one Eminem song where he like says "ope" in it, and then like it started coming out that we say "ope," and I was like, no, we don't. And then I'm like, yes, we do.
We do.
All week long. Like when I run into somebody in the grocery store, I'm always like, oh, sorry. Oh, why do we ope?
I don't know. The ope for me is like cute. It's the hearing that strong like Michigan accent. Remember when we met kids from other states and we were like, you guys have a crazy accent from like Pittsburgh, and we were like, we don't have one, and they're like, you 100% do.
We had it saying their names,
Josh, John. And they're like, you 100% do. And I was like, no, I really feel like we sound like the broadcasters on CNN.
That's what we thought, yeah.
No, now when I hear myself, I'm like, oh, it's so bad. You sound like the mom from Bobby's World.
No, I still think we have
some people are way more exaggerated, but I hear it on myself so bad.
I don't hear it.
I'm so sorry.
I still think we sound like everybody.
We sound more neutral than some of the like distinctive zones, like Southern accent. Even I feel like Pittsburgh accent, pretty heavy. Appalachian, you know what I mean? Like there's zones. Like California's got like the surfer dude thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you think it's like not an accent, and then you hear people talk and you're like, oh yeah, you guys all do it. Like,
that's why I never thought we had an accent.
Like a intonation.
Like even my nephews, because my brother-in-law is from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And like they'll say things like, instead of saying like, I'm not going,
right.
like my kids will be like, no, I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
They say, I'm not. They are not gonna go. And I'm like, Pennsylvania.
That's pretty strong.
That's pretty strong in
no,
there.
I hear it and I hate it. I'm like, oh, you do? That's bad.
I don't pay
I
attention.
don't think I can fix it at this point.
Dude, I think you pay attention to more things than me.
I think I'm pretty critical, too. I'm like, is something wrong with your hair? And why do you sound like that? Change everything about yourself before the next week. I'm still here looking the same.
La, la, la.
Sounding the same.
Right.
Just so sorry. We're from Michigan. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Well, let's just get into our brunch chatter.
This is a brunch chatter.
This is a rando episode where we're going to just chat through our thoughts.
I would really like to start this off by telling you that I've made a new friend.
Oh.
You should watch out.
I do get a little twinge. They're on Dr. Replace Me already?
It's a crane.
Wait, what?
It's a crane on my walk.
Oh, it's a bird crane.
It's a bird.
When you said crane, I was like, it's machinery?
No, it's a bird.
Listen, are you in your bird watching era?
Brings me a lot of peace. Ryan's like, are you 85?
No,
I send him pictures of it.
So funny. I have video of a crane on my phone.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
You do not.
Yes, because I always complain that when we go walking in our neighborhood, it's just a neighborhood, that we don't have any beautiful paths.
Is it the same crane?
Or nature trails. It could be. I don't know how far their little zone of... I don't know how far these guys are traveling. But also when I drive my daughter to gymnastics, there's like a couple that lives over there by their like ditch.
Yeah.
And we call them Mickey and Minnie, and we get real excited. And at one point, somebody was hobbling, and I thought I would have to be like a nurse for this crane because I'm so invested in their lives. I don't even actually know if it's a crane. It might be a heron. Or none of those birds.
It's huge.
Yeah?
Huge.
Is it bluish gray?
Yes.
Yeah, we have them by us.
No
Me and Chris will go for a walk, and there is a little retention pond at the back of our neighborhood. So we walk around and pretend like we're in like nature. There's like goose poop everywhere.
Yeah.
But there are some beautiful, I keep calling them cranes. Do you think they're cranes?
I
think it's a heron.
I don't know.
I should Google it. It is huge. It stands like on its tall legs.
Yeah.
But if we get anywhere close, it flies off in like slow motion.
It's alarming when they start
wild?
to fly.
How it'll like turn your day around. I took video of it for my kids.
You're hilarious. I sent a picture to Ryan. I was like, the crane's here today. Like, I get so excited.
You didn't name them yet?
I didn't
You're
name
real
them.
big. You're a big one for nicknames.
I could.
All your kids, friends. Everybody's got a nickname.
Yeah, I'll have to name.
Give that crane a name.
The crane. I don't know if it's a male or a female.
I can't stop it though. I think cranes live like in Asia or something, and people are gonna be like, "It's not a crane, you idiots."
Well, I don't know. Whatever.
Listen, we're in our birding era where this is where we are. We wear weighted vests, and then we get excited when we're out for a nature walk in our neighborhood.
I got so
a bird.
I get so excited, and I told Ava the other day because I love like the one path that I go. It's all like plush and green
yeah, I
and
want that.
trees.
I don't have it.
And if it's sunny, I'm happy. If it's dark, I listen to like a crime.
Broody.
Yes, and I'm
Yes.
like, ooh, the trees are blowing, and then I'm like, is the crane gonna be there or not? And then the other day, I was like, I'm thinking about maybe because it's by a private school that I
Okay.
like walk in. Like, I'm thinking about contacting the school because I feel like they should like treat the pond, like put some tablets in there. Like, I don't know if the water, like
For this crane?
Yeah.
For the benefit of the crane?
for the benefit of the crane. And
Maybe
Ava
it
was
poisons
like,
the crane.
You need
The
to
crane's dead. It's
Yeah.
on you. They bleached it.
It's like, you need to slow down. I'm like worried about the crane.
I love that for you.
Right?
Because I don't feel like you're like an animal softie in the
At
way that I
all.
am. Listen, if I see a turtle, it makes my whole week. We were
Right?
just at the pond at our church trying to spot turtles and fish and stuff. If I see like a turtle in the wild, day made.
Right?
Yeah, I'm very
No.
invested in the local birds around us too.
I am too. Randomly, I don't know. When I see a cardinal, I'm like, it's my grandma. Like, I
Is
don't know,
there
I
a body of water
yeah.
where you're at? Okay.
Yeah, there's one in our sub.
Yeah.
Like a man-made.
I feel like that's where they hang out.
and then
for
this
us.
one's by the private school.
Nice.
And then on the way there, there's like a little like creek kind of thing, but I just look for dead bodies in there. The crane isn't ever in there.
Oh.
I know. I'm always like, because
I would be purposely not looking.
because
I feel like I would see it.
my crime.
Because my
I'm
brain
like,
is
it's
always
gonna
like,
be
don't,
me.
Don't look by the creek. You're
It's
gonna
pretty
see something you don't want to
gross.
see. That is so weird. I used to take my lunch when I used to work at an office. I would take my lunch, and it wasn't like a super long time, so I would just grab whatever my lunch was out of the fridge, go sit in my car.
I'm gonna look up a crane. While
And I
you're saying
used to
this.
park. Look up heron too. I used to park in an area where it was just kind of like a trees filled. And I was like, don't look too hard at the tree line. There might be a dead body in there.
Right? I'm
Because it was
always
like,
thinking
I don't
that.
know, behind like a parking lot. It was a sketchy area. But oh my gosh, I love that we're both in our crane
That's
spotting era.
amazing.
They're
Oh,
showing
no.
you cranes. No, I feel like it might be a heron. Look
Is
up
it?
heron.
How do you even
Listen, local Michigan people,
I don't know, it kinda
birders,
looks like-
fellow
It
birders.
kind of looks like that.
Yeah, when it's flying. Does it look
Yeah.
like this though?
Yes.
It might be a heron.
Oh, man.
They're beautiful though. Or
You know
an
what?
egret.
I'm naming this heron crane.
You would. Crane.
I'm so much not.
I saw a heron. I named him Crane.
His name is Crane.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
what
like
I'm
that
doing.
tracks. It's like new agey. Sound like I could have a student at school named Crane.
Seriously, this herring. What herring is a fish?
Heron. It might be
I
a heron.
can't say
Listen,
heron.
we're not here to do bird research.
It's crane.
But it does light up our day if we
Lights
see
up
it.
my day, and
On your walks.
it surprises me because
I do feel less threatened. I'm glad it's not like a really fun girl that you met at like the
No.
gym and now you're going to start a podcast with her. It's
a crane.
This crane is not threatening
a
to me
heron.
at all.
I am so not an animal person.
Yeah, I'm
that
surprised.
like my poor kids suffer. Like when we were
I
in
thought
Florida.
you would walk by a crane and just be like, oh, I hope that thing doesn't fly at me.
No, well, if it flew at me, then we'd have problems.
different
but
story.
When we were in Florida, we were walking the beach.
Oh no.
Ava was like, "What did she see?" It was. She was like, "It's a turtle! It's a turtle!"
Aw.
It
Was it trash?
It was a jellyfish.
Oh.
No. She thought it was like an
Wait.
octopus or something. And there was this like girl like on the beach like
I mean, a
schooling
jellyfish
people.
and an octopus, for sure.
It had like a hard shell, and there was like
Oh.
or not a hard shell, but
Okay.
it like was
Like a
like see through,
dome?
like a dome, and like
Uh-huh.
underneath you could see colors that almost looked
Oh.
like. Did she think it was a turtle or whatever she thought it was?
They
she
might
was
need
like
some more trips
very
to the
wrong.
zoo.
Yeah, and the girl was like laughing at her, and she's like, "It wouldn't be blah blah blah," and I was just like.
All right,
We're from
calm
Michigan,
down.
all right?
I know.
We don't have any of those things.
Hey, listen,
so,
if
like-
cranes only live in Asia, I'm sorry we talked about it for this long. It might be another kind of bird.
Well, my heron is named Crane, so
Crane.
whatever.
That's so funny. Why are we so easily amused at
I don't
this
know.
point
This is my life right now.
by nature? And then we saw a beaver on our walk the other day.
Oh.
I couldn't stop
haven't
talking
seen a
about
beav.
that either. So
Jeez.
cute. He was fat and he was swimming and he looked like a seal. And I had to stand there for a second and go, wouldn't be a seal in this canal, right?
No, now you sound like
me and Ava. We need to watch more National Geographic. But Chris is like, it's a beaver. And I was like, is it? Like, I don't know, for my brain. When you're a kid, I feel like you're all into
Right.
animals. I had to think about what a beaver was compared to like a badger. I don't know. I was really confused for a minute. And then I was like, well, he was cute
Yeah, whatever.
and fat. And then we went home and told the kids, we're like, we saw a beaver.
I take pictures of stuff like when we're in Florida visiting my parents, and when I take like walks, there was a turtle crossing
Oh,
the road.
yeah.
Ryan saved it. There was something else. I'm always looking for like alligators. So like here, I feel like you don't see that like kind of
not
stuff.
especially not where we live. Unfortunately,
No.
we're very suburban.
Yeah.
If we get like a retention pond, we're lucky.
Right.
Which I love. I'm gonna shout out to my Amanda's husband. We had Amanda on the pod.
Yes.
We were just hanging around
From
on our
Boston?
property at church, and there's a pond back there, and the kids were fishing, and he came over to tell me that he thinks we have black raspberries growing at the church.
Oh.
I was so impressed with him. I was like, "Are you like a forager?"
Black raspberries.
Well, I mean, like, first of all, I wouldn't even know. How did you know that wasn't a standard raspberry? It's just not even colored yet.
Or a
So I was just
blackberry.
so impressed with all of his skills.
Right.
Yeah, there was like multiple things. Wild grapes. I'm like, what? Wow.
There too?
Yeah. I mean, according to Bill. And I feel like Bill knows what he's talking about because he really knew his stuff.
I
And I
bel-
was just so impressed.
I believe Bill.
And I couldn't tell you how uneducated. I mean, I don't know. A heron
we
from a
eat
crane,
them?
a beaver from a seal.
Can we eat them?
Probably. Actually, after I said it to Chris, he said, like, yeah, no, I actually think some of the neighbor kids, I've seen them walking along that edge of the path, the pond, where there might be some stuff growing. But I'd be like, I'd poison myself because I
I
wouldn't know
know.
what I was eating. I'd eat a wild mushroom and die.
I don't even know what poison ivy or poison oak
That's
look
what
like.
I told Bill. I'm like, all I'm doing is making sure I don't end
Yeah.
up with a rash. And you're foraging for edible things.
I avoid all
It's
weeds
amazing.
on my walk.
I'm just like, stay away from things with 3 leaves. It has something to do with the 3.
Right.
I don't even know the poem though. But like,
I don't even
I don't belong in nature.
Mine
I
don't-
want to be in nature. I don't belong there.
My no-no used to always look for 4-leaf clovers.
Aw, that's cute.
That just reminded me.
He probably knew a black raspberry when he saw one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And they were these teeny weeny little green things that resembled berries.
I'm gonna have to go
I
look.
was so impressed.
All right.
Bill will show you.
Okay.
Shout out to Bill. Way to know
Shout
all
out
your
Bill.
stuff. Okay. I texted you while I was watching it. So I wanted to check in and see if you watched the documentary called Maternal Instinct on Netflix yet.
I started it because you told me about it.
Boy, how far are we in?
Like halfway.
Okay, we won't talk about it.
Yeah.
It's so hard now though. It's all over socials and people are talking about.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Be careful. Just
Okay.
scroll quickly.
Now I will because you're saying it.
Yes, because people ruin the whole thing, and it's takes a lot of turns. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
I want to talk to you about it more, so we'll come back to it. Put a pin in it.
Okay.
But wow, it was a really hard one to get through because like you kind of see where it's going the whole time. And then when it goes there, you're just like, I can't believe it went there.
Wow.
And
okay.
it's
I'm
really
excited.
hard to take. It's really horrible, and it's a true crime. It's an actual thing that happened.
Wow. Okay.
It's a
now-
documentary.
now I'm more
it's not
intrigued.
even like what's the word where they dramatize.
Yeah.
It is a legit thing that happened. And I just want you to keep in mind when you watch the ending and they're interviewing all the family and the friends of like, you know, this situation that's like coming to happen. Just really pay attention to the dude. He's the guy who was like engaged or the boyfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, they started interviewing him from the very beginning, but I don't know why lately, all of these documentaries I watch, I'm like, all right, he's also the villain. I don't want to give too much of the story away, but I know I talked about this one too. Did you watch the Ruby Frankie one where it was like
No.
the mom who did all the like, she was doing all this like TikTok for their family, whatever, making
Yeah.
millions of dollars. And the kids were being abused and all the behind the scenes was horrible. And the mom was completely like controlling it, ended up in jail. And the dad was just kind of like, yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah,
at
I
any
heard about
moment
it.
were you just like, those are also my children. And I should probably step in here
Right.
and like save them from this monster. He was just like along for the ride in a way that made me feel like he should be in a jail cell right next to her. And that's kind of how I feel about this. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
We're gonna
Also, if you
probably-
watched Maternal Instinct, come talk to me about it on the socials.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to debrief with somebody. There's a lot of people talking about it because it's a case and you can look up how everything went,
I'm gonna have to go back.
where we're at.
Yeah.
But I would like to talk to you about it more when you
Okay.
finish it.
I will. I'll. try to
Also,
finish
horrible
it.
things. I'm so sorry that I brought that up. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. I'd like to bring up something that I just heard the other day. One of our mutual friends
Mm-hmm.
posted it on her stories. I think it's a new, like, instead of FOMO, have you heard of ROMO?
No.
It's relief of missing out.
Kind of love it. As an introvert.
I was like, I think I have ROMO. I don't really
relief
have
of
FOMO.
missing out.
Instead of fear of missing out?
Yeah. Tell me, like, what was the context? Or what was the post?
It was just a
That's
guy
it.
saying I have ROMO, and it was like relief of missing out. And I was like, same. I think I have relief of missing out of a lot of stuff.
I mean, I do. I tend to have FOMO. But then also, I don't
What do you have
sometimes.
FOMO about?
I don't know, if you just like, you hear something was really fun and you missed it.
Yeah.
I don't have the fear of missing out. I think I have like I have ROMO, but it's like the regret of missing out. But then sometimes I'm like, you wouldn't have wanted to be there anyway.
I don't know what it is
It's
with
almost
me lately.
like it's not truly how I feel.
Yeah.
The real me is like, girl, you weren't going to get up and get ready. You
Right.
wanted to be in your bed watching Netflix
That's what I mean.
documentaries.
I feel like I didn't have to go to that.
I know. I think I need a for instance, but I'm trying to think of like, I don't think I have FOMO though. FOMO makes it sound like you're anticipating missing out, so
Yeah.
you make sure you're everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
No, I do not have FOMO.
I have, all right, new hashtag, new Romo.
Romo.
I have like a regret of missing out, but also not to the point where I'll do it any differently the next
Right.
time.
And it's a good time to hashtag Romo. Like Tony Romo's not like
I think about that.
trending or
Sports
anything.
reference.
Yeah, he played football. He dated Jessica Simpson.
Regret of missing out, I have. Well, you're relieved.
Relief
Like-
of missing out.
Depends on what the missing out is.
I'm okay to miss out on almost everything.
Are you?
Like
I
I'm
think
trying
that's
to
great.
think. I don't know what can I miss
Comes
out
from
on.
a place of confidence. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something too while we talk. I don't know. We're not like planning a lot of
I
events
mean-
at this point in our life. We're just always like,
Yeah, there's certain things. Like if it's like I don't know, if my mom and sister are making Christmas cookies, I better
Okay.
be there. I'll be ticked.
yeah, right. But like, I'm trying to think of something.
Right.
I can't think of anything. I don't know. At this point in my life, I don't even know what sounds fun.
I just feel like if
anymore.
somebody came to me that was like, "It was an awesome party. It was so fun," I'd be like, "Cool, glad you were there."
Yeah, sounds like I still would have rather been at home.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm relieved. So.
Relieved. No, I haven't seen that
Romo.
one. Romo. Hashtag Romo. I don't like it. I don't like the word.
Oh, also, sorry, not to like keep talking, but
You're fine.
You posted it, but I had written it down because the day after we were talking about cleaning up after yourself after
yeah.
stadium, Japan.
I know. I belong there. See, I think they have herons and better citizens.
You better go.
And I was really worried. I didn't read any of the posts. I just saw the news article. I like sent it to Chris, and I was like, "We were just talking about this on the pod."
Yeah.
And to synopsis, if somebody doesn't know what we're talking about, we were just talking about how one of our icks in public is like when you go to the theater or
Yeah.
anywhere, and people just won't even pick up their own trash.
Yeah,
not
popcorn.
like again, don't vacuum the theater. Not your job. But like take your own popcorn bucket, your
Yeah.
own drink cup, throw it in the garbage on your way out. So apparently at the World Cup game, and I don't even remember now who they were against, Japan and
I don't remember.
another country.
We watched Argentina.
They cleaned up like the whole stadium because I read a little bit about it. Because it is like a societal, like a cultural norm that you respect public spaces.
Yes.
And I'm like, where did we not, where we're so far the opposite, nothing's sacred.
It's actually most countries, like they said Germany has
I
some of the cleanest streets.
Think we're the outlier too. And if it's like hashtag freedom, I don't know what the fighting, like what is the opposition to that?
Yeah.
It's not my job.
I don't know.
It just shows such a lack of respect for common places, common thing. Like, I was just like, these are my people.
Right.
Thank you so much.
I know, I
Also,
saw
there's a
that.
bunch of Americans that were probably like, losers.
I know.
You could just leave it. They clean it up for you.
Like I
And
feel
I'm
like,
ooh.
you know, greatest country in the world. Like I'm not, you know, like blessed to be on this land, but
Yeah.
like, geez, like with all the like the things that pass through FDA regulations, all the junk that's in our
I
food,
know. All the things they're not allowed to eat in Europe, but we are.
Right, the
Yeah.
all the food dyes and the enormous portions, and then we don't clean up our like. Who do we think we are?
That's what I'm saying, and it is very fun to kind of look for the stories where it's like, okay, we're hosting World Cup along with other countries, not just everything's in the United States, but like everybody's traveling to the United States, and you're like, yeah, what do you guys really
They're going
think?
to Walmart and stuff. I love watching
Like,
those videos.
These portions, yeah, like stuff like
Why
that.
do you need this much mayonnaise from like Italy? The guys from
One
Italy.
person was like the double pack of the giant ibuprofens
Yes.
from like Costco, and I'm like, I own
I do
that.
have
But like,
that.
it's because they're just letting us do whatever we want.
right?
over
We could do
here.
anything here.
My joints hurt. Yeah.
You should see the jar of pickles I
No,
have.
but we were watching. I know we were just talking about this not that long ago. That like Blue Zones documentary
Yeah.
on Netflix, and all the health stuff. 100%. Like I was just like, yeah, right. We're doing everything wrong. But then one of the things was just like public spaces
Mm-hmm.
and how like important and prioritized that is because you need to have community and like it is so important to take care of them, make them accessible. And I'm like, we can't be bothered. People throw their garbage out their window
Yeah.
while they're driving. And that mentality I cannot. I'm trying really hard, especially my older, crabbier age, to see people's like perspectives.
I know.
And be like, okay, they're different than you. That doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. Don't throw your garbage out of the. There's
I know.
no. What is? Tell me, please. Somebody tell me.
Maybe there's a spider on it.
Yeah, sure. It's on fire.
I'm trying to.
I'm saying, in the absence of some extenuating,
Right.
crazy circumstances.
The only thing I throw
What
out,
kind of monster?
I throw out my hair out of a window. I feel like.
Oh
if
yeah,
you
like
know what
I mean, biodegradable things, like an
Hair.
apple core. You're feeding a deer. I'm not. Listen, it's just the total lack of like personal responsibility, or the total lack of like, I would like this place to be nice for all of us, me included.
People don't even do that in their houses, in their
That's
neighborhoods.
what I'm
Get out of here.
saying.
Right. I know.
Why are we so far on the other end?
I don't know.
What?
Let's move to Germany
Listen.
or Italy.
Listen, I was so happy. I was like, I would have been, if I would have been there, I would have been like the white blonde girl walking around with all the Japanese people, just like, this is amazing.
Right?
Look, you guys are amazing. Look at us cleaning this place.
We're all together.
Can I come home with you?
Seriously.
I just was like so impressed. And I love that it made like the news.
Me too. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I
Love it.
have to tell Heather about this.
I know we both talked to each other about it at
Yeah.
the same time. This is such a random hard turn, but I know that you're a Trader Joe's shopper.
Love.
And we talked about this with the stupid Starbucks cups. Did you line up any of your shopping trips with this like totes madness where people are lined up around the block to get some striped tote from
No,
Trader Joe's?
I don't get that.
I don't shop there regularly.
Yeah.
Because it's not like in my neighborhood. And so it's a destination. What is the deal with these stupid bags? Are they special?
No, they're not special at all. I think
They're
it's
just
just like
trendy.
just trendy, just like the LL Bean, like or the J Crew, like the boat and totes. Like in the summer, it's very like
I don't
trendy to
understand that.
carry like canvas totes.
They're like, this year they have stripes. And
I
I was
know.
like, I feel like you can get a striped bag at TJ Maxx. What are we doing?
It's whatever, like they always come down
and
and,
it's
like
it's a new the quantity's limited.
Yep.
So it's just like everything else.
because they know it. No, somebody at some point I was watching. I like to like watch the trends in different areas too. And like this girl was like, okay, the girls in the streets of New York are wearing, and like at that time, like they were instead of a purse, they were
Oh,
carrying
the
like
tote.
a Trader Joe's tote. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not.
Which
doing
is so
that.
funny because it's like $2.99 or
Right.
whatever, and you're like, oh, so not a designer bag,
Right.
So now I have to wait in line to get a Trader Joe's,
Which
tote.
is cool. Like I'm all about like personal style,
Sure.
having this, very unique things, and like it doesn't always have to be like logos everywhere. Like I think that that's like super cool. But that I was like, oh, that's a little too far.
It just felt like the Starbucks cup thing to me again, where it was like, okay, like, is that bag even gonna like? I mean, how long are you gonna use that?
Right.
And you stood in line like it was like Springsteen tickets. Oh man.
Yeah. No,
I don't get it at all. I get it around Christmas time and stuff when it's like, oh, this is gonna be the hot new thing for the kids. I hate all of that.
So do I.
I'm so resistant to it that I want to tell my kids ahead of time, like, you're not getting that,
Ava
right?
wanted
Because
every
people are
single
hyping
thing.
up all this. Right now, it's those like Nidos things. That's still a thing.
So glad I'm out of that.
So we were
phase.
looking for one for a birthday party, and I'm like, I physically don't think I can pay $50 for a little ball of goo when they were 12 yesterday.
Girl, you're gonna go right from $50 from a ball of goo to a Ritzia tiny
I
little
won't,
top
though.
for $75.
I won't because I'm like, you gotta get a job. I hate all of that. I hate it. I hate the like, and there's only 10.
Right.
So get in line.
I feel like the
it's
Trader-
just us though. It's
I was just
inevitable.
there. When did I go?
I don't know. Must have been this week because it was all over the
Wednesday.
socials. Like people are lined up around the block, and I was like, for what now?
No, I was just there Wednesday because my yoga class got
A
canceled.
tote.
They had no power, so I'm like, oh, go to Trader Joe's. They had power. I felt like I was Gina in like 2000. What year did the grid go down in New York?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Because
my parents- my
or
whole
like
family
early
was in.
2000s. You
I was
think
home
we would
alone.
remember that?
You'd think.
Oh, it was me and my older brother.
I was home alone.
All by yourself?
All by myself.
Okay.
Because I had to work. I didn't want to take off work. I think I had just gotten a new job.
So you were an adult.
At a medical office, yeah. And my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother were all in New York. They had to
Yeah.
like walk back like in the blackout.
yeah.
And I remember I was at TJ Maxx and the power
When the
went
power
out.
actually went
And I was
out.
like, this is ridiculous. And like they wouldn't ring my stuff up. They're like, ma'am, we can't. So I'm
Right.
like, fine,
There's,
I'll
like,
go to
no
Old Navy.
physical
and I like
way.
walked all the way there and they're like, we don't have power like here. And I'm like, you
What is
either? Like I was
happening?
so when the yoga, they didn't have power. So I went across the street to Trader Joe's. I felt like I said, like it was back in
you're
those
like, "Do
days.
you guys have power?"
And they did. And there was no line. And there were plenty of totes.
It must have just been like this week, and maybe in the last couple of days, because I feel like all over the socials it was just like Trader Joe
Yeah.
totes, and I was like, what is special about this tote?
I was there for guaca salsa.
Guaca salsa. I do feel like I hesitate to even bring it up, but I sent you a picture of it. Does happen with foods though, even.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just like a tote or a toy.
Yeah.
Now it's like we can't buy our protein Doritos anymore. I can't find them. I mean, I think they're probably in some of the grocery stores, but I used to get them at Sam's, best price. They haven't been in stock for like 2 months. Then I went and bought those Wild Protein Cheez-It crackers. Did I send you a screenshot?
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I saw it on socials.
Because remember, I was like,
They're
I hope they're
new
better
in-
than the chips.
New in Sam's Club. Wild. Okay, so if you don't know, the Wild brand is usually
Yeah.
like chips and snack stuff, but it's made out of like chicken breasts. And I did try the chips, and I can't like it.
No.
Some things I'm like, all right, but it's healthier. But like, if you just needed to eat some chips, you just eat some chips.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat that chicken breast and tell yourself it's a chip. But I will say,
You
the
tried 'em?
cheese crackers are good.
Oh, okay.
And I was the problem. I was like hoarding. I was like, I'm gonna get 3 bags of them right up front because
Are
I'll
they
just
at
give them away.
Sam's?
They were at Sam's. Good luck. I don't know. Everybody's talking about them like on Instagram and stuff, and now I'm talking about them on this podcast. That's probably gonna go out to millions of people.
Millions and millions.
Millions of you will see this and then also buy them from Sam's. No, but they're way better. They taste like a cheese cracker.
Okay.
Listen, you close your eyes and you crunch on that, and it does not taste like a dried out chicken skin.
My brother was having me get it because he doesn't have a Sam's membership. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
between him and my brother-in-law, I was either buying
You're picking up
these
stuff for everybody?
chips and then these weird like puffs, and I just had like a cart full of like because
Protein?
Micah was like buy
Weird
10
protein
like 10
products?
bags. I'm like 10 bags of these puffs, and I'm
Yeah.
buying 5 bags of these
Now
weird
I want to know
chicken
what the
things.
puffs are.
They're actually very good, but him and I disagree on flavor.
Okay, of
they are the
course.
hippies.
Oh yeah, okay, I know hippies.
The like Cheeto puffs.
Oh, I didn't know they had other flavors. I feel like I've only had like a standard hippie.
He likes
puff.
the white cheddar.
Okay,
The
I would probably
Bohemian
like it, too.
barbecue.
You lost me. I'm with Michael on this
I-
one.
No,
Or
the,
Micah.
Micah.
I'm with Micah.
Oh, you got to try the flavor though.
I don't love barbecue flavored things. I feel
Oh,
like
I
we've
remember
talked
you
about
told me
that.
that.
And we don't have to go off on a jammy egg
No.
like tangent.
Chip,
But
chip tangent.
if you are into trying to find some small snack that is also a
Yeah.
protein addition to your thing, those Wild cheddar, they look like a Cheez-It.
Okay.
They're a Cheez-It knockoff.
I'll try 'em.
And I have
If I
3
can find
bags of
'em.
them in my pantry just so I could get out in front of it.
Can you bring me, like,
Because I
what-
had FOMO on
Can
that.
you bring me a snack to church this Sunday? Let me try them, please.
I'll pack a little bit. And I have to like lecture my kids. I'm like, these are protein
Right.
Cheez-Its. And don't be eating these by the fistful with your friends by the pool. And like, it's a whole conversation.
I
now.
know. I was gonna say I feel bad being that mom, but like
You have
in
to.
summer, like I had to tell both my kids, like, hey, listen, like when this kind of like I got
Yeah.
this stuff in the house, like your friends don't need to like
Yeah, you can't be like
eat
making
protein
it rain
right now.
Yeah, this isn't
Yeah.
like a 50 pack of Frito-Lay chips that we would put out at a party.
No.
These cost me a good amount of money.
right? Yeah.
Plus, then the kids are like, ugh, I don't like it. And then they don't even eat it and they pour like a whole cupful. And I'm like, those cost like 18 cents each. What do you do?
Right.
Pour those into my mouth.
Hate to do that, but
No. Okay, but they were trying. Try them.
Okay.
I'll bring you some.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to invest. But I liked them way better than the chips.
Okay, well,
they're
then
not as good as the Doritos,
I probably will.
but they are comparable to a Cheez-It.
If it's like cheese, like in like a cracker, I can
It's
do. Like I used to eat
salty.
the cauliflower crackers.
Okay.
I didn't mind those.
Oh, I
Like,
think you'll like these.
I can go a long way with
the
crackers.
texture was not nearly as weird for me as the chip.
The chip was weird.
And I did get protein pretzels. Shoot, what brand was that? And they were not good.
oh,
Because I'm like, oh, I'll dip them in hummus. Like
Yeah.
protein. They're so dry. If you dip them in something, they're good. What do you dip your pretzels in? Grape juice? No, something weird. What do you do in orange juice?
orange juice. Well, I don't
not
dip 'em
anymore. It was a childhood thing.
in the same. You gotta
Oh,
eat a
you put one
eat
in
a
and
pretzel,
then
take
pour
a
the
sip of
orange
orange
juice.
juice. It's good.
You need something to hydrate these. I will recommend drinking them with orange
You soak them
juice.
in orange juice.
I gave one to my kid and she was like, no. She didn't even finish chewing it and she was done.
Okay, tell me about those so I don't. buy
Okay,
them.
they're one of the good brands, like Utz or something, but like they're not good. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Utz.
Also, I saw that someone said a good way to get out of an event is to say that you have chicken to cook, and people will understand.
Chicken to cook?
Speaking of chicken chips,
You have like a chicken thawing or something?
like you took out chicken, and like if
Oh
you don't
my
make it, it's gonna go
gosh.
bad. And I was like, that's
Listen,
actually kind of
if
funny.
you know me for 7 seconds, you know I'll put that chicken right back in the fridge
Right.
and go get takeout.
but not me.
so
like,
fast. I have chicken to cook? That's
I'd be
not
like,
working.
bro, I can't go. I have chicken.
People
to
know
cook.
you're a jerk. They're like, she just doesn't want to come.
You gotta at least try.
That might be the lamest thing I've ever.
I got chicken to cook.
I would like you to try that. I'm trying to think of a
I
circumstance.
am gonna try that.
Do you guys want to go to dinner? I have chicken to cook. No, you sound like a psycho. I'm sorry. And you sound like a boring.
I didn't make it up.
boring psycho.
Right?
And it would make me feel like, really, you can't? I'm not even more important to you than that chicken?
No, I got chicken to cook. Sorry.
Oh, I can't. I think people would be like, is she okay? Is everything going on?
When I saw it, I was like, oh, all right. I mean, you could try it. Or like Ryan, what did he used to like tell the kids, like the young kids, he would always say, like, if you're in a conversation.
Oh, we've talked about this. This
like-
was his way out of a conversation.
Yeah, like make sure you have a glass of water so you could just be like, and leave.
That's not even an excuse. It's just a gesture.
Yeah.
Like, well, cheers to that. I'm out of here.
Sometimes I'll say I have to go to the bathroom. Like I'll be like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
I do that.
Then I go, and then I don't go back. I just like go somewhere else.
Oh, I was gonna say you gotta go to the bathroom.
You gotta go. But then you just walk-
you're not saying you just like detour somewhere
Then
else.
you just act like, oh hey, like you see somebody else.
You do go to the bathroom for the validity though.
I go to the bath, like
do
especially
that
at church.
all the
I'm
time.
probably giving away my secrets. I go to the bathroom for a lot of stuff,
Sometimes you just need a little walk.
or I go to the bathroom so like.
But I also
They
just go
don't
to the
call on me to pray.
bathroom all the time. I just went to a movie in the middle of the day. I went and saw The Devil Wears Prada too.
Oh yeah, I heard it was good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, tell me if you saw it.
No.
I'll give you my thoughts on it real quick. But I had to go to the bathroom twice during that movie, and that's my
Wow.
fault.
It's
I
'cause you
drank.
drink a ton of water.
I drank a Diet Pop at the theater.
Oh.
And I don't know what I was doing. It was a cold, and I had Diet Pop in my system, and I was like, I'm not gonna miss anything. I had to go twice.
Man, I haven't been to the movies in so long.
It was really depressing. It was like the middle of the day. It was fun because I went with my friend.
Yeah.
We like took a walk around Partridge Creek and then went and saw the movie. And I'm like, Chris doesn't care if he's missing out on
Yeah.
that for sure. I thought it was cute. I think it felt a little bit like they were trying so hard to make a sequel that maybe they didn't worry about the story as much. Do you know what I mean? I'll say that. And then
Okay.
I'll say, but it was cute. It was
heard the fashion's
exactly what I thought it would be. Yeah, it was very fun to just see, like, okay, what are they doing with, like, all the, because they're in, where are they? Milan
Yeah.
for part of the movie. And that was really fun. I don't know. It just felt a little contrived to me. But
Okay.
it was cute.
I probably
It was
won't. I
fine.
won't see it until it comes to TV.
I didn't need to. It was more just like, I got to get out of this house.
Yeah.
Everybody's on summer break. And that was a lovely, welcome, middle of the day
Yeah.
diversion.
Something to do. I
Yeah,
never
'cause
think about.
I can't think
doing
the last
that.
time I was in the movie theater. It was like 3 o'clock, and I was like so sad in here.
Right.
And I will knock some of the like local movie theaters that got like the reclining seat and the bun warmers. What are
Yeah.
they? Like the
You bring your
seats
blanket.
warm. Yeah. And then they're like, soda fountains, and they have like a full bar and also gourmet meals now. Like I feel like you go to the theater,
imagine,
you
yeah.
can just like order. This theater was just still kind of like, it was real basic. Like they put your popcorn in a bag, and I was like, "What are we doing? You can't even
Jeez.
spring for a
No
bucket.
one's gonna bring
That's
me
gonna be
nugs?
leaking all over people."
So you could say the seats aren't going to be
and the
heated.
soda was just like 4 choices, and I was like,
Oh.
"What are you doing? They got the mixy mix machines. I wanted to put like ginger syrup in my ginger ale with a hint of lime and raspberry, but like I was just like Diet Pepsi. What are we doing?
I just saved a thing. Some guy, there used to be some like limited edition of this like pop,
Uh-huh.
and they got rid of it, and he was like devastated, but he figured out like how to make it. I sent it to Gianni because
Oh,
like he'd get a
wow.
kick out of this. He's like, if you're ever at one of those machines, you do like
Oh,
one,
with the machine.
one of these, one of those.
I
one
thought
of
you meant
those,
like brewing it at home or
No, no,
something.
no.
Like, whoa.
No, like at one of those machines, if you do
Yeah, you
like
can create
Sprite and like you
I
can
love those
create it.
machines. I get overwhelmed.
I
So many
never get
choices.
create. I just get
They're
Coke
never
Zero.
as good as you want them to
I'm always
be.
just like
either.
Coke Zero.
Listen, Coke Zero with like a hint, splash of vanilla or something, or lime,
Lime.
something. I don't know. I was very underwhelmed. I was like, you guys got to step it up. Nobody's here in the middle of the day. This is why you guys need a
Was it
mixy
like
mix machine.
matinee.
Yeah, it was like MJR at the little outdoor mall.
They
It
say
was
it's
just a
more
little
fun
bit
at MJR.
Sad. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry, MJR. You got to step up your game.
Man, I have not. I'm trying to think of when the
We
last
talked
movie
about
I
that.
watched.
Nobody ever goes to the movies anymore.
I
we
fall
did.
asleep.
We took the kids to go see The Breadwinner, which was cute because it was something all 4 of us could watch without being like, ooh, I don't know what's in this.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was exactly what I thought it would be. It was fun. But like, there's not a lot of movies.
Fun fact: Ava will not watch a movie.
Ever.
Her entire life, she's always said, "I hate
Like
movies."
an
I hate
attention
movies."
span thing? Like
I
she
don't
just
know.
doesn't have the time for it?
Just doesn't want to.
Doesn't interest her?
I found a little like audio clip of her at 3 going, "I don't like watching movies."
Aw,
like
and
she
she
just
still feels the same. She didn't grow out of it.
like we make fun of her now. We'll be like, "You want to watch a movie with us?"
Or her and her friends will never just go watch like an old chick flick?
Well, she'll go with them.
Oh.
But she will
But I
not-
mean, is she enjoying it or is she just there for the hang?
She's there for the hang.
I love movies.
Hates movies. I love movies. I don't know why she does. I don't know where she
too.
got it from. Gianni loves movies.
I do feel like there's a certain group of people. I usually find them insufferable, but I do love Ava deeply.
Yeah.
But like they're just like, it's boring.
Yeah.
Like they can't sit still for that long, but it's usually like a hyper type of person.
Right.
And that's not Ava's demeanor at all. So
No.
it's just like, I don't know, she'd rather be doing something else.
I guess it's just not her thing.
That's fine. It's
I
totally
know.
fair.
But there's so many movies that I like want her to watch. I mean, we have watched movies as
Yeah.
a family. We've gone to the movies, but it's like definitely not.
When's the last time though? All four of you went to a movie?
What did we
Like
see?
were they little or has it been recently?
No, I
like
mean
they were
it's-
more
It
grown?
was maybe like a year or so ago.
Okay.
So like fairly.
Okay, it's not
recent.
as far back as I thought it would be.
No, I don't remember.
She's
what it
just
was.
not like excited like you want her to be.
No.
I'm trying to, yeah, because I do get excited to show the kids new movies
Yeah.
that like from our childhood or they're getting older, and I'm like, oh, so you could kind of get into some of these like rom coms that
Yeah.
are like we just looked at Steel Magnolias,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was explaining the
Jeez,
movie
that's
to.
sad.
I know it was me and Alessia, my oldest.
Yeah.
She's 13, and I was
To
probably
shore beaches. Man.
Oh my gosh, I can't sit through beaches.
Neither
as
can
a mom.
I.
Oh, what was that movie too? Stepmom. Did you ever watch that with Julia Roberts?
Yes.
Horrible. Don't do it. No, I was just like, oh, you might like it and think it's cute, but like it's very, it's already dated because it goes back so far. And I'm like, it's depressing.
It is.
So like, I don't really feel like this is the vibe for tonight. But like, you could watch it sometime.
I prefer fried green tomatoes.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh.
Would I like it?
Yeah.
Am I gonna feel like it's trying to be Steel Magnolias though?
No.
Because I saw that one first. Okay. I don't know the premise of that one at all.
No, very different.
Okay, I'll try it.
And I still no, I've had fried green tomatoes. I feel like whenever I watch the movie, I'm like, I just want to eat fried green
Oh
tomatoes.
yeah, it's just making me.
They're
wanna
not as
try
good
them.
as-
They sound good in theory.
Yeah, they're not.
I feel like a green tomato sounds horrible.
They were pretty good at where did we have it in Grand Rapids?
Oh, I feel like it's like a southern thing. Is it?
I can't think of the name. There's like a really good breakfast place in Grand Rapids, and we had it because I like had to, and I was
Because
like,
you've already you've heard about it for so long.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be amazing. I feel like
Yeah.
that way about certain things too, like foods or something that you hear about.
Yeah.
They try them and you're like,
nah.
go the rest of my life and not care about that.
How do we feel about? I heard a girl on social talking about, and she was an employee. Phone etiquette at restaurants being like she said like I can immediately tell your level of social class, which I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
If
go for
you
the jugular.
put your phone on the table, where I'm like, I mean,
Oh, I feel like it's very judgmental.
yeah, that's
you
what
don't
I
know
felt
people's
too.
business.
Because I'm thinking, what if I'm waiting for a call from my mom or a sick loved
Yes.
one or my kids?
100%.
Like,
Anywhere I go because of the kids, still.
Yes.
I even explain to my kids, I teach. And I feel like it's very unprofessional, which I think is, I want to know your opinion about this. My kids are like, oh no, our teachers are on their cell phones all day. And I won't say the school district, but I have such a big problem with
on
that.
their cell phones, like,
While they're working,
oh,
like your gym teacher, your social studies teacher. Mine is on my desk, and I'll say to the kids, if you notice that my phone's on my desk, like I'm an allergy mom. It's very important for me that I don't ever like miss a call. If my school is calling and something is an emergency,
Yeah.
you're gonna see me on my phone. That's what's happening. I'm checking to make sure I didn't. But like I would never, because I feel like it's in your purse or it's. I would always want my phone like if
Yeah.
I'm away from my children. So I feel like judge me all you want. I don't care. Class.
yeah. I
Low
was like,
class.
okay. I mean, if you're sitting there, like, I do think, like, if I'm out to eat with people or with Ryan or whatever, like, no, you should not be, like, texting
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and doing that. Like, pay
It's
attention
insulting
to
to the people you're with.
Yeah, pay
Right.
attention to the person you're with. Like, it's not like I'm, like, actively, like, responding to texts,
Right.
but I need to see if something is coming through.
I think
like,
it's like a mom woman thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. But what was the class statement? So lower class, your table's on the phone?
yeah,
As if it's a class thing to be like, to have the privilege of leaving your phone to the side.
Yeah.
And not worrying about anybody in your family.
right?
That's not like a
She
class
got
thing
some
to
heat
me.
for that, but I was like, well, that's
think she
interesting.
deserved it.
Yeah.
To be fair. But because I feel like if you're not even you don't have young kids or something, you have like an aging parent, you have something you're waiting to hear about. I don't know. I do think there's another end of the spectrum where your phone's out all the time. And
Yeah.
you're like, did you come to dinner with your husband or did you just also guilty of that?
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, you're not talking to me. So can I
I
scroll
know.
my phone now?
Right. That's why that
Oh,
is
man.
why we
Guilty.
barely get through a lot of shows because
Oh,
like
I'm the worst offender, though. I won't knock
right?
anybody.
I know, but we're both doing it. Like
Yes.
one will see the other one on it, and
You're
then
like, free reign.
right then a half hour goes by, and I'm like, rewind it. I don't even know what we're doing.
I know, are we even watching this anymore?
Right.
I don't. It is very scary because I do feel like at this point in my life, the phone is going to supersede so many other options for entertainment that if it's not a great show, I'll read something else or I'll laugh at funny videos or something. But it is kind of scary.
Well, and you can go so far down, like you're watching a video, then someone's like, "Well, look at these shoes," and then you're like, "Where are those shoes?"
You're
and
in a rabbit hole for
yeah,
sure.
like oh my, you could just be entertained forever.
I know, and I can't even knock it. I'm the worst offender in my house.
Worst, and also, I guess on that like same vein, I would like to ask, do you think? You tell me. Do you think that we are worse humans today than they were back in the day because of social media and the ability to just say anything at any time, like all these keyboard warriors? I just feel like in general I see this like lack of reverence, lack of respect for other people, for society. I know we've already talked about this on our like, grievances episode, but social media in particular, do you feel like had they back in the day had this avenue to just say whatever they want, like are we just worse humans, or is it just how people are and it's just more prevalent now because of what we have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was trying to listen very thoughtfully and not have an immediate reaction. So for the 30 seconds that I was able to actually process, yes, I think we are worse humans.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
really do not believe that we are better off. For all the positives that come with it, I do not think we're better off because I do think there's such a huge downside that we don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because then if you talk about it, you're like, okay, so what are the options? We're going to get rid of it? No, never.
No.
Nobody's going to do that. But I do think there's, yes, 100%. I do. I think that we're less considerate of each other. I think that we make enemies of everybody. It doesn't take very much for them to disagree with you on some small point. And then I also think we live in our little, what do they call it, echo chamber, where everybody you want to agree with just keeps reinforcing your ideas. Yep. And we dehumanize each other because if you don't like their ideas, you can make them less of a person. I do 100% think that it's been detrimental. For whatever good also comes from it, I think it's very detrimental to the way we treat other people.
100%. And like just even
was that something that you saw like a discussion online, or were you thinking about it personally?
I was thinking about it because I've just been observing so much of what people,
the back and forth.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
what people feel like they can just put out there like publicly without understanding, like the backlash of that and how there's different, opinions and whatever, like just the way that it's phrased, but then also people's response to it and like responding in such an unkind way or saying things that like you would never say that to that person in person.
You wouldn't walk by, I don't know, maybe now you would. I'm thinking like you wouldn't walk by like a protester on the street who's holding a sign, something that you disagree with, and be like, I hope you die tomorrow.
Right.
But like very easily people will type that into and maybe because it's a stranger and you don't have any connection to them, you think that you're allowed to feel that way or something. But like certainly you wouldn't be in community with somebody, know them, and have your kids attend school together, occasionally see them at the grocery store, and then say that to them. So I feel like 100% people are worse. I'm going to be careful in how I say this. But I also feel like it is an opportunity, too, where you're just sometimes so disappointed that you see somebody post something. It's very offensive to maybe anybody who doesn't think exactly like they do. And you're like, if I brought this to that person and said to them, do you understand how offensive this could be to me personally, or to this guy, to like my family, to somebody who thinks differently than you? I feel like so quickly they might be like, I didn't even, you're right.
Yeah.
But like we don't do that.
No.
We just go like, what a jerk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, now it's already like a problem. And I've seen that recently where people that I felt like, oh, wow, you're going to do this too. I felt like I had such high expectations for them not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be careful. I feel like if you would just deal with people like face to face, so much of that would go away.
Yep.
And they would immediately go, or they wouldn't. Maybe they'd be like, well, I'm sorry you're offended. That's how I feel. And you're like, all right. Well, I know more about you now. That's unfortunate.
I feel like that has
but
happened.
I'm glad we had that conversation,
Yeah.
I guess. At
That's
least you gave them the benefit of the doubt.
That's unfortunately happened. And that does make it harder to swallow because it's like, wow, all right, you're going to stand 10 toes down on that? Okay, but...
And sometimes the stuff that you're standing 10 toes down on is like, in the grand scheme of things, who cares?
I feel like I am more apt to... The only time I've felt like a keyboard warrior, which I say like in a very like... in a light way...
Yeah.
is to defend somebody because I feel like some of the things like you were saying, like, you know, it's so nice when you see people like they're disagreeing, but then they're saying like, you know,
Yeah, like when push comes to shove, this is not that important.
we agree
yeah.
on what's most important. But they're just, it's so unkind, the things that people will say. Like there's these sisters that I follow, love them, they're so cute. And they've had a hard life.
Okay.
And they are trying their best to make something of their life.
Okay.
And you can tell they don't have a lot of means, but hey, they have a happy family. Like none of that matters. People are so judgmental of her hair, her teeth, what she cooks. And it's like, clearly she might not be in the same financial position as you. She might not have the same means as you. This woman is cooking for her family. Do you have to be... I get so angry. I jump in the comments and I'm like, leave her alone.
Right.
Like,
But like, what are you even accomplishing?
what am I doing? Nothing.
I know.
But like, it's just, that's my original question. Just, I feel like we're worse off.
100% think like you should not respond to that. You should give it some thought. And I was like, no, immediately, yes, we're worse off.
Yeah.
I do. Because I think this could be maybe not proven, but at least with like anecdotal stories or whatever. Like, do you feel like your grandparents or a generation previous to that would feel like they literally hated the people who lived like across town or whatever because they would not shut up about like their politics or something? I feel like no, it was just like if you're gonna get into it, don't talk about that stuff and find the common ground and all those things that I think we don't have to do because we're not actually in community with these people.
Yeah.
We're just like fighting with them online. We don't even know them. Or you do know them, and then you're like, dude, calm down.
I know.
You wouldn't say this to me in person,
No.
so don't say it on your computer screen.
I know.
It would hit me just as offensively either way or whatever. I definitely feel like a strong yes. Strong yes.
Yep. Agree.
It makes me really sad, too, because you know full well nobody's going backwards. So then I just worry how much worse will it get.
I know.
Like, we're not going to eliminate social media.
No.
Okay. And so then I wonder, I don't know, how far does it go? How bad does it get? That's like my negative. Do you know what I mean?
I know. It's scary.
It is a little scary, except for we're pushing against it and we're telling our kids and we're
be better.
doing all the conversations where it's like, listen, they would never say that to you in person. You would never say that to somebody in person. Don't say it on there either.
Yep.
And people don't have context. You're not in the middle of a good discussion. You're just throwing some opinion out there. You know, all that stuff matters.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I don't know. It's not going anywhere. So we just got to keep working on it.
Yeah.
I guess. Makes me sad. Real cheerful swing of topics. I should ask you this off camera, just in case. Are you guys planning a family vacation this year? Extended family. And I just listened to a whole podcast. I love it. I should think of the name and I'll tell you about it. But it's like Mom's podcast.
Yeah.
And they were talking about like extended family vacations, like how to do it right and how to like avoid. And I was like wondering if you guys are doing that again this year.
We are.
And have you guys gotten into, because I feel like you're not new at doing an extended family vacation, like multiple families, grandparents.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I don't mean like your small family. Have you gotten to a place where it gets like a little more seamless as you go, where
Yeah.
it's like, everybody knows what the expectations are. You don't have to be with us every minute. Has that gotten easier over time? Is it getting like just like more, I don't know. It feels like a big deal for me to think about like extended family vacation. We've done it like once. And I do feel like I should try to plan another one. I think that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
But I get real in my head about it. So tell me how does it work for your family where you make it like smoother, or what things do you discuss ahead of time where it's like expectations all similar, or does none of that have to be discussed? You guys are all chill.
It doesn't.
Okay.
I don't mean to say that like in a
No, but that's just sometimes personalities are like, that's, if you're, everybody's chill. I have zero chill. You know that.
Yeah, we all, which I don't know. Do you feel like do I have zero chill?
No.
I think I have a lot of chill.
Yeah, well,
Good amount of chill.
I feel like you're a good amount of chill.
A little chill.
More chill than me, probably.
More chill than you.
Especially when it comes to like a vacation or something. I feel like
Vacation,
you're like, whatever.
Yeah, that's majorly vacation. I'm whatever, but. For whatever reason, and who knows, maybe my sister or my sister-in-law or my brother-in-law, maybe somebody will comment in and disagree with me.
I'm going to ask them the same question.
Yeah,
privately.
ask them before we air this.
I know them all.
In my opinion, we what
who like takes charge of the planning? That's my first question. Who plans it? All of you together, collaboratively, or is somebody like, I'm going to do the thing. Here's the deets. Come or don't.
Kind of all of us. Like my dad typically plans the place we're going to. Like my mom and my dad,
which is a big part of it.
Yeah. And then there was a few years where like we jumped in because like the kids were all at an age where we're like, hey dad, like, you know, just so you know, like it might be easier if we like, because we usually do like Airbnb or something.
So like different needs, different stage of life.
Might be better if we have like a pool there because, you know, now the kids are a little older. So like we're going to the beach, like it's a little easier for everyone to get out. There's always like a little bit of adjustment because my kids are a lot older than the rest of my siblings. So my kids always want to go out on the town where like it's easier for them
do
a couple
the adult
nights
stuff.
So, but for the most part, I would have to say like we all kind of vacation pretty similarly. We all have like a lot of chill. So we all kind of know like when we go, like we're going to eat out a couple times, probably going to get carried out a couple times. We're going to eat breakfast together at the house. Everyone likes to wake up and have coffee together. Like it's all pretty similar.
It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
It was just cute because the podcast was like talking about like this is something you want to do, like you want to teach your kids too, like this is important to us, and like this is a way that we want to keep like our family bond strong and stuff. You're not these, maybe especially one of the hostesses, they don't live close to their family, so it's like we don't get to see them like on a Tuesday. So this is important. So it was just so fun to listen to them. They had all these like little tips about like communicate ahead of time, or you have a baby, you have teenagers, like if that baby needs a nap, the teenagers aren't going to be quiet, like talk about those things ahead of time. Like that'd be a good time for the teenagers to go explore the city, or like, and I was like, oh yeah, there's just so many little things you could do to just like maybe minimize the this isn't what I thought it was going to be, or this isn't how I wanted to take a trip or whatever. I don't know, I get really in my head about like thinking about other people. It's like, what do you want to do on vacation? And because we haven't done it routinely, I don't know, I feel like I should do it.
We're a pretty brutally honest family too, which
that helps. It helps. Communication's big.
Yeah, it's not always great. Like sometimes I see other families, or even like questions that I've asked you, where you'd be like, "Well, you know, I don't know," or "I'd have to think about that," and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even think about it. I just went up to my brother and I was like, hey, you're driving me crazy," like, you know. So I think there's good and bad with that, but I think that I don't know. It was always just very easy because I'd be like, "Well, I don't want to do that." Well, you know what I mean? Like we can just very easily say it. But you do, I mean, no matter what, you do have to consider the other.
I just feel like anytime there's multiple, I mean, that even happens within your small family. Like as your kids get older, it's like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? So it's different when they're real little. You're just like setting the tone for everything.
Good luck with that. They never want to do the same thing.
Even that changes, and you want to like respect the fact that like, okay, you're athletic, you want to go do this. Okay, you want to go see a museum. Like you're already navigating different personalities. So then it's for me, when you extend that out farther, I'm like, I get so overwhelmed. I don't want the. Yeah. So where are you going? Just for funsies? Do you know?
We are going up north, up to like Petoskey, Charlevoix, Boyne, like area. We travel around. Petoskey's so cool. It's very cool.
And I feel like it's one of those places in Michigan that you like talk about. And you should go visit.
I love Charlevoix.
Okay.
And Harbor Springs.
Okay.
One of my necklaces is actually from Harbor Springs.
Oh, pretty.
Michigan is so beautiful. There's so many different like pockets.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that you could like spend a whole day in certain areas, but what we like to do is like we'll go up, we'll stay in kind of like one like neutral area, or not neutral. What would be the word?
Yeah, like central. So
area.
that you have some choices to like go to this town for a day. Okay.
So we'll go like over here, you know, maybe we grab lunch over here, walk around, and then we go, you know, hit dinner on the way home or whatever. Like we kind of try to like plan that. But it is fun, like little
Yeah,
shops.
I feel like I always tell people I'm the worst Michigander because I'm
Yeah.
always like, let's go to Mexico.
I know.
But like, there's so many beautiful places in Michigan, and like we've done more of it lately.
Yeah.
But I've never even spent more than like one day on Mackinac.
Right?
Like
We
I've
haven't
never
been there
stayed
forever.
there. I'm saying just like a day trip, really. So I feel like there's so many beautiful places that I should. And honestly, that would be a more manageable, like local family vacation
Yeah.
or something too. Because as soon as you start factoring in like long travel,
Oh, yeah.
that's hard for everybody.
Well, and now is the time in Michigan to like appreciate these areas and all the
Right.
beautiful water and the
Beaches,
boats and,
great beaches.
Yeah. There's a restaurant in Harbor Springs that is, I forget what, it might be called like the Boathouse or something like
Uh-huh.
that. I don't know. Somebody can write in. I know that some of our viewers have been there, but just gorgeous. And
Yeah.
when you're in there, you're seeing all the boats. come
Yeah,
up
you
the
just feel like you're on the
and-
coast somewhere.
Yeah, you don't even feel
Yeah.
like you feel like you're in like New England. It's absolutely
Mm-hmm.
breathtaking. And I feel like now's the time with the weather. Like, yeah,
I know.
I love to go to Mexico.
Love Michigan when it's good.
Go to
That's
Mexico
what
in
we were just
January.
talking about because we went to Florida in February.
Yep.
And I'm like, in my brain, that was all like flipped. I'm used to taking like vacation in the summer, but I'm like, what does that even, why does that make any sense?
Didn't it
This
feel
is
so
the
good?
time to be in Michigan is in the summer when
Yeah.
it's gorgeous and we have all these beautiful beach towns. You got to travel a little from where we are. But then when it is brutal and you're depressed, then you get out of Michigan.
That's why
in
people
like
snowbird.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes so much sense to my perimenopausal
Same.
self. I'm like, oh, I just need to see the sun.
Okay, I got one more
All right,
thing to
let's wrap it up with that. What you
bring
got?
up. Okay, so on the tail of Romo, another new thing that I've heard of is
Mm-hmm.
called gray rocking.
Okay, you said that to me, and I genuinely have never heard it. Gray, the color gray.
Gray
Rocking.
rocking.
Mm.
And
ROCKING, like rocking.
yep,
Okay.
gray rocking. So I kind of like, I don't know, like when I brought it up to somebody else at the gym, they were like, oh, like gaslighting. And I'm like, no, like kind of the opposite. So gray rocking is
Yeah.
it's like the active way of not reacting or making yourself emotionally unavailable to somebody who
Who's
is
trying to like
get to you.
gaslight you or fire you up or
Yeah,
something?
narcissistic comments.
Do you know where the term comes from?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Immediately I'm like, what does it mean? Gray.
But it's all over my
rocking.
social media. But it's like saying things like, you know, like if somebody approaches you in a way, like one of them, this one's a little on the pettier side, but if somebody said
Okay.
like, oh my gosh, I could never wear that. Mm-hmm. Responding back with, I agree. Like,
Because what is that comment? What are you even going
like
for?
if it's coming from a place of like, this looks so beautiful on you. I could never wear this
Yeah.
shade of brown. I love it on you. I wish I could wear it. Like,
But that's even
different.
that's said differently.
Different.
So more of a passive aggressive, like you
Right.
don't actually know if it's a dig or a compliment.
Right? And just kind
Okay.
of like empowering yourself with protect your peace and reacting in a way that you're not escalating the situation.
You're
because,
not really engaging
Right.
because you're not getting fired up like
Right.
they want you
Now,
to.
what I just said might escalate the situation, but the other examples that they gave were like giving them no energy to feed off of what they just put
Okay.
out for you. Just kind of saying like, okay, or I hear you.
Yeah.
Like just staying so
It's
neutral.
like you're just shutting it down.
You are shutting it down in a
Right.
way that you're not escalating it, you're not being petty, you're not being unkind back, but you do not have to accept what they're throwing at you.
Gray
you know?
rocking. I'm gonna have to Google like where that
Yeah,
came
look
up.
up gray rocking. It's pretty interesting.
obviously a thing.
I'm digging some of the responses, or like the other one that I saw that was, you know, that I've heard, I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
we've all heard, somebody says to you like, must be nice. And you just say like, honestly, it is.
Because when they're saying that, it's like a passive aggressive way of saying like you somehow have it easier or
right?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like an example. Well, like, you know, like you lost a lot of weight or something. And then it's like, oh, must be nice to just, you know,
Right?
eat whatever you want and lose weight. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
As if that's what it was. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're taking away any work you did. Or I'm trying to think of something. You have a lot of wealth.
yeah.
Must be
Must be
nice.
nice.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
like you
you
didn't
don't
work for
actually
that?
want to engage in some kind of like nice conversation.
Right.
You're making it sound like I did something wrong or I don't
Right?
know.
Or the weight loss thing, the one thing that I saw that somebody said to say, which I was like, oh, that's actually funny. It was like, oh yeah, must be nice. What are you doing? And the girl responded with like, the most.
Yeah.
Like
Tons of stuff. Like
Literally the
how much time do
most.
you have?
Yeah.
Right. I'm miserable. miserable.
Yeah.
I'll tell you more about it
But
if you
I-
actually want to know.
Yeah, but I just thought it was. I actually sent some of them to Ava because I just thought it was intriguing and also
Yeah.
empowering to have some little tools in your belt for when you are in a situation where someone's being unkind. You don't have to accept it, and it doesn't have to make you feel like, uncomfortable.
Like, or immediately on the defensive.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can
you don't have to
definitely
engage with that.
Go on the offense and shut that down in a kind way.
I've shown, I don't like send things to the kids yet on phones or whatever, but I've shown my older daughter I know I shared this guy with you before, but Jefferson Fisher
Yeah.
is like, he's like a trial lawyer or something. He's just so good at communicating. And I feel like he has things like that. Like somebody says something a little bit rude to you and you say like, can you repeat that? Like almost like put the spotlight back on him. Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, or something like
You good?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
How did you want me to react to that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going for? And she's like, Mom, oh my gosh, nobody would do
I
that on the
know,
bus. And
I
I'm like, okay, but like, I just want you to be like, don't accept that.
Yeah.
You can stand up for yourself without being mean.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I would love for somebody to be like, I can just hear like a mean girl on the bus, like, oh my gosh, your hair today, whatever. Like, you good? Everything okay with you today?
Right.
Like, because it's like, what's your problem? Like, you're turning a spotlight. Like, why are you talking to somebody like this?
Yep.
I love that.
I
I would
know.
pay money to watch some kid do that.
Same.
On the bus or
Send her
something.
some gray rocking stuff.
Gray rocking.
Gray
Okay.
rocking.
I'm going to Google the word origin of that one. Because I was thinking for a second, like, what is it the opposite of something? But like, no, gas, lighting, gray rocking. No, I don't get it. But
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I know. I've been saving videos left and right. so.
I love it too because you'll save all those. You'll never, ever have the opportunity
So
to
many
use
saved
one of them.
I know. Or like if you are presented
It's
with
like
it, I'm
all the recipes and stuff that are in my phone. I'm like, hold on. Just stay right there.
perfect response
I have the
for you
perfect
right
response
now.
for this.
Give me a second.
Where is it? What file is
I
it
did have
under?
good intentions.
All right. Well, it was fun as always.
Yes, it was.
I was going to mention too, if you guys don't follow us on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, make sure that you follow us so you see everything when we're
Yes.
sometimes like, we're pretty consistent about when things pop up. But if you don't see something, make sure you're following us so you get like notified if we have like a new video, a new pod, whatever, our
Yes.
current obsessions.
We would appreciate it.
We would love to bump up our followers. That would be amazing. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
yeah, see you later.